was trying to wait to make this video until I had some answers, solution. I had solved the issue, but it's been a while and I so far have no answers. I'm a huge fan of working out. It's something that I really have developed and found and developed a big passion for. I'm at a point where I work out 5 to 7 days a week. Like I love it. It makes me feel good. It's just a very rewarding thing for me. So I want to bring some attention to something that I've recently been going through that's extremely frustrating, and I feel like it's something that nobody's talking about, especially in the fitness community. It seems like it's just so saturated with the fitness gurus who are the picture of perfection, but there's not so many people who talk about the struggles, like the very real struggles, like mine, like what's happening to me right now. A few months ago, I started noticing my weight going up on the scale. Now, I am a big advocate for not weighing yourself often at all when it comes to working out. After I had my daughters, that was actually a rule I had. When I'd go to the gym, I would only weigh myself once a week. Because if you do it more than that, I've found that it's really easy to get fixated on that number. And your weight fluctuates even day to day based on things you ate, if you've gone to the bathroom or not. It's too finicky for you to weigh yourself every day. You'll get discouraged or confused. I'm just a big advocate for that. That being said, I do weigh myself. I do think it's a good way to keep track of how you're doing when you're working out. Some people, they want to gain weight. When you're getting muscle, you gain weight, and that's a good thing. And some people, if you just had a baby or something, you're wanting to lose weight, so you want to see that number go down. So there's definitely pros to weighing yourself, but I'm a big advocate for not doing it very often. Working out and fitness needs to be more about how you feel than a number on a scale. The number does not define your progress when you're working out. Guys, be quiet. But as I said, knowing your weight can be very important in helping track your progress as you're working out. So naturally, when I was going for my weekly weigh-ins and I was noticing my weight going up, it was a little worrisome, I guess you could say. I know my body, and that is so important when it comes to working out. You need to know your own body, especially in a world like we live in right now that is so saturated in social media, deceitful perfection. Like, you're only seeing these fitness gurus on Instagram who only show you the most perfect parts of their workouts and their body and their flexing Fridays and all that stuff. It's just so important to know yourself and know that everybody is different. Where are you going?
I need to go pie, so
I'll open it for her.
like
Try to make a video that mom likes. Thank you for helping her. So in a world that is so filled with that, it's really important to know yourself. Everybody responds and reacts differently to workouts, to eating. People can eat different things and gain weight. It's so important that you know yourself and you know how your body responds to things. That being said, I know my body. When I had my first, when I get pregnant, I gain like a lot of weight, I was like 120 something when I had my first, and during that pregnancy I got up to like 180 something. Like, I gained a lot of weight. But I've also been one of those people that was naturally very skinny. I was always accused of having an eating disorder or things like that because I had a very fast metabolism and I was always very skinny. Very skinny. So that's just what I was blessed with, I guess you could say. It's very hard for me to build muscle, and that was always something that was frustrating to me, but I could eat whatever I wanted. Like, I could eat whatever I wanted and I wouldn't really, my body wouldn't show it. So when I had my first, I dropped the weight really quickly. I was down from like 180 something down to like 140 without really trying. You lose a lot of weight right after you have a baby. And then I was walking. I was getting in the gym and I was just walking until I was cleared to work out. Then I started running and lifting and the weight came off. At my very healthiest, that whole experience, having a baby and then losing the weight, pretty much showed me that my healthiest weight is not 122 like I was before I had a baby and before I really discovered a passion for working out. My healthiest weight with muscle and all that seems to be about 135. When I was in the most fit I've ever been, right after I had my first, I was 135. So naturally, after I had my second, I was like 135, 140, like that's my goal. Like that's where I want to get to again, because that's where I felt my best. I felt I looked my best. It was just a good weight for me. So, had my second, trucking right along, like getting back into workouts, loving it, feeling good, getting more and more passionate about working out, and got down to about 149, and I'm like, yeah, right on track. Like, then all of a sudden, it went from 149 to 145, and it's like, yeah, I'm almost there. Like, I'm only 10 pounds away from my goal. Then all of a sudden, the numbers stopped. I just got stuck at 149, 150. And I thought, okay, I'm in a plateau. Like, I've never really experienced this before for this long, because it was like a couple months that I was stuck at that. But you know, it's a plateau, whatever. But then the numbers started to creep up. I right now work out 1 to 2 times a day, 5 to 7 days a week. Like, there's some weeks that I'm working out every single day. There's days like yesterday where I went for a run. I ran about 1.5 miles. I'm not a runner. It was very painful. And then I came home and I did Beachbody with my husband. We do quarter force, and I love those workouts. And for me, it's not because, oh my God, like I'm gaining weight, I need to lose this weight. Although it is becoming a little bit about that, and I don't want it to be. That's not a healthy thing to do. I don't want to work out to punish my body. It's just embarrassing in the sense that I'm such an advocate for fitness that it's really frustrating to have to admit that my weight is where it's at right now. So I'm now currently 169 pounds. And it's not even about the weight. It's not even about that number. You might be 169 and that might be the perfect weight for you. You might be perfectly content with that. For me, knowing my body, 169 is not healthy for me. I have fat in places that I've never had fat before. I've got a lot of bloating in my midsection. I'm seeing tone and definition in my arms, and I'm seeing it in my legs, but for some reason, this area right in my lower midsection is very bloated, and I'm at 169, and for me personally, given how much I work out, given how I eat, given how my body responds to these things, 169 is not healthy for me. It's not where I want to be, and it is extremely frustrating. It's taking a toll on my mentality and how I view how I eat. I'm starting to sit there and get mad at myself when I treat myself to a cookie, when I eat Oreos with my daughters, or when I go and work out twice a day. It starts to be becoming about that's right, like a week of this, a month of this, 2 workouts a day, and I should see that number go down. Like, I don't want to be that way. And the very real truth is, like, I'm starting to become that way because I don't know what is going on with my body. So I just wanted to talk to this issue. I know I'm not the only one that's experienced this. Sometimes people get on medications and it causes them to gain weight. Sometimes people get illnesses or some sort of physical issue that prevents them from being able to lose weight as easily as they could before, or maybe it just causes them to gain weight. I don't know what your reasons might be. I don't even know what my reason is. I have no idea why this is happening, but I just want to speak to that and be very honest and raw and truthful about the fact that it sucks and I am so frustrated. That's one of the reasons why I decided not to wait until I had answers for this, because I feel like so often videos like this are, you know, here's my solution. I went through this and then there's a happy ending. I don't have a happy ending. I am going to doctors. I'm trying to figure out what is going on, because I've got other physical things going on too, and so far I have no answers, and it's extremely frustrating. So I just want you guys out there to know, if you're going through the same thing and you're trying to get into working out, or you're a fitness fanatic, or whatever the case may be, and you're gaining weight and you have no answers as to why, like, I'm with you, I hear you. Another thing, I know that muscle weighs more than fat. Like, I'm aware that there can be very good weight gain. That's what I saw when I was 122, and then I was at 135, 140. That was muscle weight, and I was very, very happy where I was at. 169 for me is not my healthiest. It's not. It's not where I want to be. You can just tell it's not where I want to be. It's not my most fit. Now I have some possibilities of what it could be that is causing me to struggle so much with not only getting this weight down, but keeping it from slowly climbing up. One of the things that I think could be the issue is my Zoloft. As you guys know, if you've been following my channel, you know that I take Zoloft, or I used to. Zoloft, I'm a big advocate for that. I am big on if you've got anxiety, depression, some sort of mental illness that keeps you from living the way that you want to live, definitely, medication can be a wonderful, wonderful thing. There's no need to be afraid of it. It can still be so taboo, but it's a wonderful thing. I recently decided to get off Zoloft because I've been on it about 2 years, and I wanted to assess where I was at. I'm in a good spot in my life right now, and I just wanted to see, okay, like, how do I feel? How is my anxiety without medication? How is my depression without medication? And now with all this weight stuff, I'm curious, how is my weight going to go back down once I get off the medication? So that's one thing that I think could be the issue. What?
Stella got something in her mouth. We tried to get it, but she's too run-full.
So it could be the Zoloft, not sure what's going on, but it's... So if that's you, if you're in a place where you just can't figure out why you are gaining weight despite working really hard and eating right, no, you're not alone. I am right in the midst of it, right there with you. And what, McKenna? Come here. I know. You want a cookie? We'll have a cookie after lunch, okay? Sorry, you'll have to excuse the interruptions and stuff from my daughters. On this channel, I'm just very like, this is life. If my kids interrupt, they interrupt. I don't have the time to like set aside time where my kids aren't around, and so sometimes they interrupt, and hopefully some of you guys relate to that, because life can be crazy when you've got kids, but wonderful. And she's sad because she wants a cookie. So anyway, just know that if you're going through the same thing, I'm with you. Like, I feel ya. It's extremely frustrating. It can give you attitudes of like, why even work? Why even work out if I'm just gonna continue to gain weight? Just know that it's definitely worth it. There's so many benefits to working out for your heart and organs and just everything, your mentality, and just so many good reasons to work out, which is why I continue to do it. But that is not to say that it is not, I'd be lying if I said that it was not extremely disheartening and frustrating and discouraging to see that number on the scale continue to go up, and to see my lower midsection just still be so bloated. It's frustrating, and I feel ya. And actually I had to stop the camera because I got a phone call from my doctor who I'm going to see again. I'm getting an ultrasound just to make sure that there's like...
I found something outside in the car. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. Speaking of interruptions, just to make sure that there's nothing more, yes, serious going on that is causing me to have the issues that I'm having. So anyway, I can keep you guys posted if that's helpful. Just know you're not alone, and it's very frustrating. The fitness journey is not all just abs and like big old bulging biceps and salads and just perfect. A lot of times there's a lot of things that get in your way of your goals, and physical things, that unanswered issues or mental blocks. There's just so many things that are very real in the struggle to become fit, and I just wanted to speak to one of those as I'm going through it. Just be honest and real, and how frustrated and discouraged and pissed off I am about it. I came home and I cried to my husband last night because I donate plasma twice a week, and they weigh me every single time. Like, that's just part of it. And just to have to see that number, last week I was 167. This week I was 169, and I'm working out so much, and I'm trying so hard, and just not knowing why is extremely frustrating. But keep at it, keep working out, keep eating right, just keep at it, and definitely
No.
if you suspect, if it's not normal for you, if you're not one to normally really struggle to keep weight off, or you're doing everything right and you are still gaining weight, definitely don't be afraid to talk to your doctor. That's what I'm doing. It's been I've been probably going for about a year now that I've been going through this, trying to get answers, and none yet, but that doesn't mean we give up. We keep going. So the struggle is real, isn't it, honey? Say the struggle is real. Say the struggle is real. Say the struggle. Hey. The struggle is real. Say the struggle is real. The struggle is real.